The Tale of Lydia Ladybird, written, illustrated and narrated by Neil Cartwright. Lydia Ladybird sat up slowly in bed, a whole night full of dreams dancing round in her head. She had set her alarm so as not to be late, but upset to see Hans at 7:45. She had so much to do in so little time, and be out of the house by 8:45. She dressed in her gown and put slippers on feet. Ablutions could wait. First for something to eat. Into the kitchen, kettle on for some tea, 2 bowls of aphid pops eaten with glee. Now aphids are the food ladybirds like most. See Lydia spread aphid jam thickly on toast. Licking her lips keenly, she finished the lot and emptied her teacup whilst it was still hot. Now into the bathroom, turn the shower full on. She had an hour to get ready, but that's half an hour gone. Ladybirds' bodies are really quite tiny, but Lydia liked hers to be fragrant and shiny. She soaped neck, ears, feet, face, and under her wings, each one of her legs, then her ladybird things. One final quick rinse, then from the shower she ran, and spread her wings widely to be dried by her fan. Now Lydia is a ladybird of unquestionable grace, and wouldn't go out without wearing her face. Each hand must be used, she was in such a rush. Eyeliner, rouge, powder, scent comb and hairbrush. Her teeth were brushed briskly till they sparkled all white, then lipstick applied so her lips looked just right. She stood back from the mirror and puffed out her chest. How could she work properly if she didn't look her best? Always a picture of feminine grace, you'll never see Lydia with a hair out of place. But as she stood checking everything was just right, glancing over her shoulder, received such a fright. Did Lydia look perfect? No, she did not. Gone from her right wing was one of her spots. How can that be? Poor Lydia cried. I should have the same number of spots on each side. She spread out her wings and counted once more. 5 on the left, on the right 1, 2, 3, 4. Now ladybird illness is thankfully rare, and to see distressed Lydia just didn't seem fair. But what was the reason for Lydia's distress? She was starting a new job and was keen to impress. A job eating aphids had long been her goal, and she had landed a great one in pest control. A job with real prospects and conditions unbeaten, controlling aphids, each one to be eaten. And finding herself spotless just made her feel sad. But the next thing she did was really quite bad. Telling ladybird lies was not Lydia's first choice, but here she was, practicing, croaking her voice. She rang her new boss, and when he answered, he said, "You're certainly wise to stay wrapped up in bed. I too have been suffering insect wheezes and sneezes, and agree that one should not spread one's diseases. So do stay in bed. Sounds like you need the rest, and drink plenty of fluid. Aphid juice is the best." "You did right to phone me. It's not nice being ill, is it? I'll ring my doctor now. He'll pay you a visit." "Oh, thank you," croaked Lydia. "You're really too kind. But I prefer to recover alone, if you don't mind." "Don't worry, Miss Liddy," said the pest control head. "My doctor will visit. Now get back to your bed." And with that, he was gone, leaving Lydia uneasy, since the doctor would find her not the slightest bit queasy. But now it was too late. Her lesson she'd learned. If you tell lies, your fingers get burnt. And 1 hour later, as she peeped from the curtain, spied a smartly dressed ant, the doctor for certain. "Oh, hello, doctor. Do come in," she said. "I heard footsteps approaching, and I got out of bed." Dr. Ant entered and put his case down. "I need to examine you. Please slip off your gown. Open wide. Please say ah. Now say 99. Are you sure you're off colour? You appear to be fine." "Oh, yes," croaked Lydia, still telling her lies. "I've a sore throat, earache, and pains in my eyes." "Miss Liddy," said the doctor, "please be honest with me. I've examined you thoroughly. There's nothing to see. Your colour is perfect, and your heartbeat just right. Throat and ears normal, and your eyes shining bright. Is there some other reason you're not working today? Has something happened to make you stay away?" No point croaking now, and Lydia started to sob. She had wanted to be there and start her new job. "Dr. Ant," sniffed Lydia, lowering her head. "I'm ashamed to go out of my home," she said. The doc said, "Then I'll help you, so please do not worry. I've plenty of time. There's no need to hurry." Lydia turned slowly and sat down on her bed. Then, displaying great courage, "It's my spots," she said. "Well, spots can be a nuisance," the doctor assured, "but don't become too vexed. They're easily cured. I'll give you some pills, or some creams and some lotions. Your spots will soon go, so please calm your emotions." "No, no," said the Ladybird. "Please let me finish. I need to regain a spot, not make one diminish." "You see, after my shower earlier today, I noticed that one of my spots was astray." The doc sucked at his pen and scratched at his head. Then, walking towards Lydia, he very calmly said, "Is it important you've lost one of your spots? Just look at your wings. You appear to have lots." "Oh, yes, Doctor," Lydia said. "It's important to me. With 5 left and 4 right, I'm unbalanced. Do you see?" "Yes," said the doctor, "I certainly do. I see even spots are important to you. So if you'll allow me, I'll examine you again, and if I can help you, then my trip's not in vain." Then the doc picked up a photo from Lydia's ledge and asked, "Is that you on the leaf of that hedge?" "It is," answered Lydia, "when I was aged 2. But why should my picture be of interest to you?" "Your spots," smiled the doctor. "You're not missing any. In fact, Mistress Liddy, you've one spot too many." "Too many?" queried Lydia. "Well, that is just great. So, rather than 10 spots, I should have just 8? "Yes, yes," said the ant. "Here, look at you then. Altogether you've 8 spots. You've never had 10. "It's true," beamed the ladybird. "I've not noticed before. Not 5 spots on each wing. I should have just 4. But I still have a problem and feel such a mess. That 9th spot is causing me so much distress." "Then if you'll allow me," the kind doctor said, "I'll examine you once more. Please lie on your bed." Lydia loosened her gown and it fell to the floor, and the doctor examined her left wing once more. He peered at her spots through a glass from his case, and then he looked up with a smile on his face. "Your problem is over," Dr. Ant beamed. "You thought you had 9 spots, but it's not how it seemed." Then, using his tweezers, and in the blink of an eye, he tweezed off the 9th spot and held it up high. A tiny black button, stuck firmly in place, had caused Lydia's loss of feminine grace. "A button?" asked Lydia. "Please pass it down." "Oh, yes. Oh, dear me. It comes from my gown." "And look," said the doctor, "this is very strange too. Looks like it was stuck fast by some strange sort of green glue." "Glue?" said the ladybird, holding the button up close. She peered most intently, then sniffed with her nose. "Oh dear," she said quietly. "How embarrassed I am. That's not green glue, doctor. It's my aphid jam. I was rushing this morning and breakfasted quickly, and appear to have spread jam on my toast much too thickly. It looks like the excess plopped onto my wing. Oh, how could I foolishly do such a thing?" "And as for that button, it's been loose for so long, I really by now should have sewn it back on." The doctor smiled. "Don't be concerned, but an important lesson I hope you've learned. One thing that's never wise is to carelessly go telling lies. Don't wait if you've a problem causing worry. Just speak to someone in a hurry. A sign of weakness? Certainly not. And it could get you out of a sticky spot.